Alright, it's your friendly neighborhood science Italian, My Life is an RPG, telling you why that happened. When you drop water in a stainless steel pan and it beads up and boils like that, that's called the Leidenfrost effect. Basically, the pan ends up getting so hot that it boils immediately on contact and creates this little pocket of water vapor that the water ends up sliding around on. The thing is, for the Leidenfrost effect to happen, you actually have to be a lot hotter than just the boiling temperature of water. And a lot of old school cooks would use that as a test to see whether or not a pan is hot. Because if you're doing something like searing a steak, yeah, that's a good temperature. The second thing you gotta know is that all fats have something called a smoke point. It's the point at which they start burning, or in worst cases, light on fire. Butter's smoke point is pretty low. Depending on the type of butter you got, it's going to be somewhere in the 300 to 350 degree range. So if you've heated up your pan enough that the Leidenfrost effect is visible, then you've also heated up your pan likely high enough to burn butter. That's why when you're cooking with butter, you often don't preheat the pan. You just let the butter come up to temperature and it melts as the pan comes up to temperature. Now, I have a little cooking tip that will help you out. If you want to avoid that smoky mess, use ghee. Ghee, Ghee, is just butter with the milk solids taken out. It's clarified butter. And ghee can be heated to 450, sometimes higher, without burning. It is pretty cheap to get. You can get it at any Indian supermarket. Or if you want to make it yourself, you just melt the butter, strain it through a cheesecloth, and then let the butter re-solidify. Then you have homemade ghee. It tastes a little different, but not really perceptibly different from butter. And I guarantee you it could handle that high temperature. Happy cooking!